This is why your first gun should be a Glock. Before we get into today's video, guys, I just wanted to show you, this is the embroidered For the Love of Glock. So this one's in sports gray. So go check it out, links in my bio. Also, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Turkey Day. For the Love of Glock video on Thanksgiving? It don't get no better. All right, back to the video. Number one is going to be user-friendly. So Glocks are notorious for being user-friendly. Now there's three things that make this firearm so user-friendly. And number one is going to be oversized controls. So your mag release, your slide release, and your takedown levers are all going to be enlarged to help you find them. Super simple, right? That's huge for a beginner. The next thing is they're all the same. All Glocks, 95% of Glocks, function exactly the same. Everything's located in the same spot. So if you got one and you want to get another one, you don't have to like, you already know. You already know how to use it, which is super huge, you know, especially for somebody who's just getting into firearms and you're like, oh, I just got a Glock and I mean, I want another one, you know, but I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable. You will, because you already know how to use it. Once you know how to use one, you know how to use all of them. Super simple. The next thing is going to be simplified controls. So there's nothing crazy on here. You don't have like a weird safety in the back that you got to press your hand on, or a safety up here that you got to do this. It's so simple. Everything is plain and simple. You could look at this not really knowing much about guns, and you could probably tell me what each of these buttons do. I mean, there's literally three. That is it. There are three. And they're ambidextrous. But there's three. Super simple, super user-friendly. All right, next up is going to be how easy Glocks are to upgrade. Now, there's a couple reasons that make them so good to upgrade. Is number one, how easy it is to get your hands on these parts. Every single gun company that makes anything from mag extensions to triggers to red dots to flashlights to mags to holsters. Sorry, just dropped everything. I could go on and on. Every single thing you can think of, that company has that option for Glock. It's not that way with a lot of firearms, you know what I mean? I mean, Glock is across the board everywhere. No matter what you want, you can get it for your Glock. You can. It's so simple. I have never had a problem with finding something that I'm looking to upgrade. Anything I wanted to upgrade on my Glocks, it is 3 clicks away, and boom, I got it. It's so easy. And another thing is, they're so easy to put together. Glock makes everything so simple. And that's why this is the best for a beginner, because the key to a beginner shooter is making things simple, right? Things so you can understand. But what's so cool about Glock is the firearm itself is super simple, like we talked about in the last one. But if you ever get bored of it and you want to upgrade things, they also make it so easy. So that's just another reason to get a Glock for your first gun. Next up is going to be reliability. So I'm sure a lot of you have seen videos of people torture testing Glocks. Okay, I know I have. I'm sure you guys have too. They are notorious for just banging. I mean, these things shoot. They never not shoot. Okay, these things will bang every single time. It doesn't matter if you freeze them. It doesn't matter if you put them in mud. It doesn't matter what you do to them. They're gonna shoot. They're that reliable because they're so simple. You know, these gun companies, they make these pistols and they do so many crazy things in the inside. So one little thing goes wrong, the gun doesn't go off, right? So that's what's so cool about things being so simple, it's always going to shoot. Me personally, I have never had one of my Glocks jam. I know that's really crazy to say, but it's true. I wouldn't lie. I mean, like, if that wasn't true, I just wouldn't put that part in the video. I just wouldn't say anything about it, you know? But it's true. I have never had one jam. The only time I've ever had a problem is my fault because I am using, like, ammo that is like 4 cents for 50 of them, you know what I mean? Something crazy like that. That's the only time. If you are shooting reliable rounds, you will never have a problem, ever. And I'm gonna be real honest too. This one right here, there was one time, I don't think I cleaned this thing for like 6 months. I'm talking thousands of rounds. I never cleaned it. And it never jammed. It just bangs and bangs and bangs. So, if you want something reliable, take it from me. The last thing I want to talk about is price. So, you sat through this whole video. You don't have a firearm yet. You're considering Glock. You hear me say all these good things about it. And then you're like, I just know it's coming. I know this motherfucker's going to be like, and for the low price of $1,500. Just wait. No, man. You're good. 500. 450. That's a little high. I think I got mine for like 425, but 700. It's special. That's the only reason. Your average Glock is going to sit around $500, which is super affordable, especially for a high-end, yeah, it's high-end, I said it, a high-end pistol. I mean, 500 bucks is super nice. I mean, you get into things like SIG, and you get into Canics, or you get into anything else. I mean, they got firearms that are handguns that are ranging like $1,000 plus, and that's just super crazy to me. Yeah, it's bone stock, but that's the best part about it, is because you get to do what you want to it. And I think that's, you know, I mean, maybe that's just me. I've never been one to go to the gun store and buy a completely decked out handgun. That's just not my style. I like to do it myself, and you also learn some things along the way. You know what I mean? So, 500 bucks, dude, for this absolute unit, come on, that's a no-brainer.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go.